You remember back in the old days when you had to hand pump your own water, right? The water table was below the ground, and you had to take the lever and you had to pump it really hard in order to create a vacuum to get the water to come up the spout. Okay, well, most people start a new endeavor. Maybe it's a new speaking career, maybe it's a new business, maybe it's a new relationship, what have you. And you go to the well and you start pumping really hard. You're pumping really hard, and you're like, what the hell? There's no water. Because the water's still coming up the spout. And a lot of people get faked out. There's no water. You join a gym, you're there for 2-3 weeks, you're working out, you're sweating, you get on the scale, you've lost no weight. There's no result. Well, the smart person continues to pump, right? You continue to pump, you continue to pump, you continue to pump. And then what happens is you get a couple of drops. And this really frosts people's hide. They're in the gym for 6-8 weeks. They jump on the scale. They've lost 2 pounds. You know, they expected to be a Victoria's Secret model. They expected to be a Calvin Klein underwear model by then. And they've lost 2 pounds. And they go, this doesn't work. This isn't for me. And you don't see them in the gym any longer. It's the classic New Year's resolution reality right here. Smart people will continue to pump the lever really hard. Ultimately, you end up getting a full stream of water. And this is when you have success. And a lot of people get to this point. A lot of people find some success. Now, the key is you can back off the lever a little bit. You don't have to pump it as hard. Once it's broken the ground surface, you can just keep a consistent pressure on that lever. A lot of people ask me, they go, Darren, you're so fit, you must work out really, really hard. And I say, no, I don't. But I do work out consistently. It's like I've been on the road for a little while, and so just when I got here, I hadn't been in the gym or ran for 2 days, and so I dropped to the floor and I did 3 sets of 30 push-ups, and I did some crunches, and that was it. Is that going to change my body? No. Is it going to make a difference at all? No. What it is going to put a couple of pumps on the lever so that the water doesn't fall back down. Here's what a lot of people have: new relationship, new business, new career, new endeavor, what have you, and they get the water to flow, and then they go on a 2-week vacation, or you don't see them in the office, or they're not making the prospecting calls, they're not investing in the relationship like they were, they're not trying to create the magic moments, they're not coming home and spending family time, they're not reaching out and connecting with their family regularly, and the water falls all the way back to the ground. And then they come back and then they put that easy stroke on it again. And they realize, no water, no water. And so what do you have to do to get the water back up again? You got to go like hell all over again. And you got to wait, and you got to wait, and you get a few drops, and you got to wait, and you finally get it to flow again. But then what happens? They let go again. And this is how people spend their lives, in fits and starts. That's why they work their ass off. People are working their ass off. You're doing everything you possibly can, but you're not getting anywhere. Why? Lack of consistency. That's it, lack of consistency. It is so much easier to be consistent than it is to get the water from underneath the ground. Will Smith was asked, what do you do to get yourself in shape for a role where you have to be really fit? He says, it's far easier to keep yourself in shape than it is to get in shape. It's far easier to stay successful or to stay disciplined than it is to work up that big act of greatness again, to just get back to the few drops, to get back to the water.